What's up, Hippo lovers, and welcome to a quick overview over all 8 Age of Empires 4 civilizations. Please be aware that I will completely ignore all border bonuses and units in this one. Let's start off with the English, probably the civilization that should be easiest for you to play if you played previous Age of Empires titles. It's very likely that we will see a lot of farms from the English in the mid and late game simply because their farms are 50% cheaper and farms that are adjacent to mills work 15% faster. Men-at-arms are normally a strong infantry unit only available in the Castle Age, but the English have the chance to build a vanguard men-at-arms already in Dark Age, allowing you very early rushes. But the English are also great defenders. The villagers can defend themselves from distance and town centers fire twice as many arrows. Also, if you build town centers, outpost towers or keeps next to one another, you will create a so-called network of castles, increasing your damage output for those buildings and all affected units. In Age of Empires 4, if you want to advance to the next age, you always have the choice to build 2 different landmarks. If you want to advance from Dark Age to Feudal Age with the English, you can choose between the Council Hall and the Abbey of Kings. Council Hall allowing you to build Longbowmen, the unique unit of the English, at a faster production speed, or you choose Abbey of Kings, allowing all your units that are not in combat to heal. If you want to advance to the Castle Age, you either have to finish the White Tower or the King's Palace. The White Tower basically being a keep, which is similar to the castle in Age of Empires 2, or the King's Palace, a town center if you want to strengthen your economy. If you want to advance to the Imperial Age, you have the choice between the Berkshire Palace, basically a stronger keep if you want to go for the defensive route, or if you want to attack and go for some more army, including a trap, Wingard Palace is your choice. The Holy Roman Empire feels very similar to the English, with the major difference that you have access to a prelate in Dark Age. That prelate comes in handy if you want to increase worker rate when it comes to gathering resources or decrease building times. Also, that prelate can garrison relics quite early on in outposts or keeps or towers to increase their overall strength. They also have access to early men-at-arms, allowing you to go for some wild feudal age aggression. Being a strong infantry civilization, the Holy Roman Empire has some unique infantry upgrades. The Holy Roman Empire also has a bonus when it comes to defending. Their cost of emplacements is reduced by 25%, allowing them some quite nice defense. If you are the Holy Roman Empire and want to advance into the Feudal Age, the 2 landmarks that you can choose of are Meinwerk Palace, which acts as a blacksmith but with a chance to research the technologies 25% cheaper, or you could go for the Aachen Chapel, which increases the radius for the prelate if he is garrisoned inside. To advance to the Castle Age, you have the choice between the Borgrave Palace, which will act as the barracks but with a chance to produce 5 units at a time, or you go for the Regnitz Cathedral, allowing your relics to generate 200% more gold. If you have not won the game by then and have to advance to the Imperial Age, you have 2 great choices. Palace of Swabia allows you to produce villagers 75% faster and 75% cheaper. That should really boost your economy. But if you feel like you don't have enough time to focus on your economy, you can build the Elsbach Palace, a keep with 50% more HP and also giving all nearby buildings a reduced damage bonus of 33%. The French are a crazy civilization when it comes to economy and cavalry. They have multiple economy bonuses going for themselves, starting off with the faster producing TCs. That allows you to have higher villager numbers than your opponent. In addition to that, all their resource drop-off buildings are 25 wood cheaper. And if you feel like that is not boosting your economy enough, go for some economy technologies. They are 30% cheaper as well. In Age of Empires 4 you can trade with neutral trade posts, and the specialty of French that those are revealed at the start. Normally those traders will generate gold for you, but with the French you can actually choose which resource they bring back to your market. Very good thing if you want to balance your economy. The unique unit that will be the backbone of every French army will be the Royal Knight, a unit that you can already build in Feudal Age, which is crazy strong. One of their specialties is that they can charge attack, meaning that they will do more damage with their first hit. Also something that will come in very handy will be Chivalry, an upgrade that will allow your army, while not fighting, to heal up. If you already like the civilization, I will have another treat for you, because if you advance to the next stage, all your melee damage attacks will already be researched for you. If you want to advance to the Feudal Age, you have to make a tough choice. Do you want to go into the military direction with the School of Cavalry acting as a stable and also allowing all your future stable to reduce 20% faster? Or will you choose the Chamber of Commerce? It will increase your economy because it will act as a market, but also will have 30% more resources dropped off in the future. And choices are not getting easier if you want to advance to the Castle Age. If you go for the Royal Institute, that's a building where you can research all your technologies that are unique to the French, and that's even cheaper and ignoring the age requirements. Or you go for a very tricky building, being the Guildhall. That one will generate resources for you over time that you can cash in at any time. But the longer you wait, the more resources you will eventually collect. So will you be patient, or do you need the resources right now? For advancing your Imperial Age, one of your choices could be the Red Palace, a stronger keep that will have more damage output due to more Arbalest as emplacements there, and every single additional unit garrison adds another Arbalest. Or you prefer the gunpowder approach. With the College of Artillery, you have immediate access to the Royal Artillery, which also does 20% more damage. Mongols are a civilization like no other in Age of Empires 4 and the whole Age of Empires franchise. They're a truly nomadic civilization, allowing all their buildings to be packed and redeployed to a new location. Also, Mongols are starting with a population cap at 200, so no houses will be needed all game long. Their mobile drop-off point for food, gold and wood is called the Gur. But collecting stone for the Mongols works very differently. You have to build an ovo over a stone mine. That ovo will slowly but surely generate stone for you, and also has a sweet side effect, because if you have a building in the influence radius, that building will have the double production rate. The Mongols, being a truly nomadic civilization, will not have access to any kind of walls, meaning they will be very vulnerable to potential raids. The leader of the Mongol army will be the Khan, replacing the scout, and has some quite nice features such as extra attack or extra speed. One of the units that we will often see in a Mongol army will be the Mangodai, a cavalry archer that can shoot while moving and could be really painful to play against. The nomadic horse civilization that the Mongols are allows them to build horsemen in Dark Age, which normally is a Feudal Age unit, and in access to early lancers in Castle Age, which normally is an Imperial Age unit. The Mongol army will be lethal against units, but if there are no units in sight, the Mongols can also go for some buildings. After killing one, they will get rewarded with some resources. If you decide to go for Feudal Age using the Deerstone's landmark, you will instantly get the Yam Speed Aura, allowing all your units to walk faster, and also getting the Yam network technology, allowing all your outposts to increase that speed aura all over the map. Or you feel like you want to increase your economy a bit more, going for the Silver Tree, which acts as a market. You can build traders 50% faster and at a 50% reduced gold cost. To advance to the Castle Age, your choice could easily fall onto the Kurultai, allowing all your units to be healed if they're nearby the Khan and the Kurultai, plus doing 25% more damage if you get attacked at home. Or you decide to go more into the economic approach with the Steppe Reduct, which acts as a Gur. you will collect more gold while using this landmark. And you already know the drill with Mongols. Do you go for more military or do you go for a better economy? Kaganaka Palace offers you more units every 90 seconds, or you go for the White Stupa, 240 stone every minute that never runs out. The Rus are another truly unique civilization. Mills are getting replaced by hunting cabins that also generate gold depending on how many trees are in a close radius around the hunting cabin. The Rus also generate gold by killing hunt. And not only do they generate gold, they are also increasing their bounties. The bounty system is unique for the Rus. The higher the bounty, the more you advance in the tier system of the bounties. The higher the tier, the better your food harvesting rate and the more gold your cabins are generating. With all that gold, Rus can advance to feudal age quite quickly, and there they can build an early knight. They can't sit back too much though, because they don't have stone walls. In exchange for that, at least their palisades have double the HP. The Rus can construct wooden fortresses, which are improved outposts with additional health and garrison slots. Also, if you build a lumber camp within the influence of a wooden fortress, you return 20% more wood. If you want to advance to the feudal age, you have two different options. The economic path would be to go for the Golden Gate, which allows better exchange rates for all resources. Or you go for the defensive approach, going for the Kremlin, which is a really strong wooden fortress. When advancing to the castle age, you could go for the High Trade House, which is basically a hunting cabin, but with 200% increased gold generation. That also spawns deer. Or you go for Abbey of the Trinity, a religious landmark which acts as a monastery and can produce warrior monks at half the cost. Before going to Imperial Age, you have to make the choice. Do you go for the defensive landmark, which is the Spasskaya Tower, which acts as a keep but already with all weapon emplacements intact? Or you go for the military landmark. High Armory will allow you to go for quite some nice amount of siege. The Abbasid Dynasty are another unique civilization in which you don't advance into the next age while building a landmark, but this time you build a House of Wisdom and then decide on which wing you want to build to advance to the next age. The more buildings you have around your House of Wisdom, the further you can advance into the Golden Age, which speeds up your resource gather rate, research times and production speed. The Abbasid dynasty can gather berry bushes 25% faster, but can't gather any boars. Their unique units are camel archers and camel riders, which are extremely good against cavalry. In addition to that, their infantry units are able to construct ramps and siege towers without researching siege engineers prior to that. With other civilizations, you can always rush into the next age if you simply pull more villagers to build a landmark. That is not an option here with the House of Wisdom, simply because those technology upgrades have fixed times. The good side though, you can still use your town center for villager production. You always have the choice between a cultural wing, an economic wing, a military wing, or a trade wing. After completion of a wing, you not only advance to the next age, but also you free some technologies to be researched. Every wing allows one new technology per age. The Chinese, the only civilization that has 4 unique units, are a true powerhouse when it comes to gunpowder units. The Chinese can also build an Imperial Official, a unit that collects taxes from buildings and drops them off at your town center, generating gold for you. Once you reach Imperial Age, chemistry is automatically researched for you, equaling 20% more damage on all your gunpowder units. Chinese villagers construct defenses 50% faster and other buildings even 100% faster. The Chinese are another civilization with a really tricky concept. Let's look at their landmarks here. You can not only build 1, but 2 landmarks per age, which actually advances you into a new dynasty. So you're not only getting the advantages from your landmark, but also the advantages from said dynasties. Those dynasties give you access to new units, new buildings or new technologies. But remember, you can still advance in the ages without advancing in the dynasties. If you're not only a hippo lover but also an elephant lover, the Delhi Sultanate will be one of your favorite civilizations. The Delhi Sultanate, just like the Abbasid dynasty, have an increased gather rate for berry bushes of 25%. Can't gather boars though. And an additional bonus is that they have double the food on all berry bushes. All technologies are free for the Delhi Sultanate, but they research at a much slower rate. Scholars, which are available in Dark Age, accelerate the research speed. All buildings constructed within the influence of a mosque benefit from faster research speed. The more scholars you put into the mosque, the faster the technologies are getting researched. When advancing to the feudal age, the Tower of Victory could be your choice, adding another 15 attack for all infantry and ranged units close to the Tower of Victory. Or you go for the Dome of Faith, which allows you to produce scholars at a 50% rate in this landmark. If you want to advance to the Castle Age, you could go for the House of Learning, which contains many unique economic and religious technologies. Remember, all of those will be free. Or you go for the defensive landmark, Compound of the Defender, which allows you to build stone walls, gates and towers with infantry. When advancing to the Imperial Age, you have two choices, one of which is the Palace of Sultan, which automatically produces the Tower War Elephants. If you garrison some scholars in there, the production will be increased. If you already have a lot of technologies researched, the Hissa Academy might be the dream for you, because it constantly generates food based on the total number of technologies already researched. If you want to learn more about the units, buildings, technologies and upgrades, I have a link down below that gives you all the data. There's still so much to learn, so much to explore. Please tell me in the comment section down below what video do you want to see next. That's it from me. Goodbye, hippo lovers.